Okay, industrial automation open house. Let's go have a look.
They did the squares.
There's Pepper with some future students. Say hi.
And then you go to the program on like picks up the remote, you know. So with that, it makes it a bit it's just like share
It's a shared card project. And somewhere here there's a shared card on the poster from our tech student. She's doing a research project. Hydroponics project, running Andy. Is it all running?
Yep.
Awesome. And here's Dakota with his pizza and his panel. The panel works?
Yeah. I just showed it off to somebody.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's an automatic mode right now.
Okay, and the motor's running. Hard to see on the camera.
Yeah, we should have painted it or added something.
Yeah. And what do we got here?
Project. Alright, man. We got Alan Bradley components and a Siemens trailer.
Awesome. So you replace a Siemens PLC with a Allen Bradley PLC.
Yeah. And then we had a bunch of wiring coming up over here, and we replaced it with terminal blocks.
Yeah, we switched from the PCBs that were custom made over to the terminal blocks as they're easier to access and troubleshoot, really.
Here's a future project for next semester. They're going to re-automate this old robot. We're going to throw away the existing controls and design and build our new control system. A laser guided AGV.
So my project is a warehouse that automatically sorts between the different objects that are available in Factor.io and moves and stores them in predetermined locations on the shelves.
Awesome.
There's also a system in place for retrieving objects from the warehouse using the consoles in the top right section.
And is this the biggest PLC program you've ever developed?
Yeah. So the program, it's got a main routine which controls most of the conveyors, and then it also has a bunch of subroutines for each section of the program. So there's one for like inputting objects, one for retrieving objects, three to control the turntables, two address finder subroutines which are used by the object input and chain transfers.
Good job, Liam. We'll go over here and see what these guys are doing. So what do you guys got set up?
Well, I guess I'm the only one here. So we are changing the components on a Siemens trainer to Automation Direct, because right now it has an error, so we're not able to actually operate the trainer and use it for class. So we want to take out the Siemens components, swap it out with Automation Direct. That way we can actually program it and use it in class and use it any way we want.
All right, so we'll remove all the European stuff and put in hardware that's more common in North America. Awesome. That's going to be a challenge.
Yep.
And here's our favorite counselor, Cynthia.
Good morning.
Ready to counsel future students?
Yes, I'm ready to help students this morning. Yes,
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. And over here, what do you guys got besides pizza?
A portable trainer. So basically you can plug this into any type of existing Ethernet system. So all you would have to do is get the Ethernet cord that's plugged in over there on that network switch, change the IP address of this right here, our IO master, which does all the communication with our devices. Yeah, it's just a good little trainer just to get students familiar with Ethernet IP, remote IO capabilities.
So you got your PLC programmer over here, and it's communicating to this Ethernet switch, and then the Ethernet is connected to the remote I/O here. And that remote I/O is communicating with these input and output devices.
Yeah, sending them back to the PLC. So rather than hardwiring these directly to the PLC, everything's over here. So all of the data gets transmitted back from the Ethernet, basically through Ethernet, rather than
So as long as you have Ethernet connections on both ends, you can put these wherever you want to put them.
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Good job. And there's the poster for it. What you got over here?
So I got a 3D printed skull with the 3D printed eye mechanism as well.
Check that out. And how are you controlling that?
Off Arduino. So it's running off a 6 servo system. And I modeled the
So you designed and printed this skull. And then there are Arduinos inside.
Yes.
And then you've got little automated eyes. And what's this controller?
So the controller controls it so that left, right, up, down, blink, and then you got the potentiometer in the back control.
Awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
Enjoy the pizza. It looks like this is the pizza station. So that's one way to get students over to bring pizza. And over here, what do you got going, Saul?
We were just practicing with our code, so we just downloaded and we just started transferring to the actual HMI. And then these just turn on themselves.
Wanted a crash course?
So we're just practicing with our coding on Seymour and doing more software.
So this panel, you built it from scratch, installed all the components, programmed it, designed it to start with in AutoCAD.
Yes.
Very awesome. Good job. And we have a bunch of panels here. And this one is still being troubleshot. So meanwhile, we got some pizza going on. Gotta eat some pizza. And another panel.
My code is so bad.
Is it working?
Yep. Straight.
Awesome. And you're connected to the motor?
It's fun though.
Awesome.